The Case of the Battered Principal / The Secret Flower Garden / The Home Visit Blues, Hellish Moriboshi Edition. Episode 11 of Urusei Yatsura Season 2 begins with Cherry giving viewers a recap on Ataru and Lum's shtick. Then, we cut to Ataru's principal walking next to Kotatsu in the hallway. The narrator states that his principal is an easygoing figure. The principal walks into Onsen Mark's classroom and sees him yelling at Lum, Ataru, and the others. Before Onsen punishes Lum and her friends, the principal steps in. The narrator explains that whenever the principal gets involved in a heated situation like this one, he hands students a fair and less severe punishment, to Onsen's dismay. Currently, the principal tells Lum and her friends to clean his office. While the students clean his office, the principal has tea with Kotatsu. Onsen walks into the room after hearing a strange noise echo out of it. Onsen learns someone assaulted the principal and wants to know who did it. Onsen calls Sakura to the room. Sakura examines the principal's body and says he only got knocked out. Onsen asks around to see who hurt the principal. Ataru starts accusing Mendo of being responsible for the incident. This results in the two clashing heads. Sakura learns everyone had their backs turned when the crime was committed and that no one in the room would have reasons to harm him. Onsen contemplates the situation and mentions the notion behind two-faced individuals. Lum doodles on the principal's head and Onsen offers a theory that would place Lum as the prime suspect. Sakura wonders if the suspect did it for monetary matters. Onsen proposes a new theory that it place Ryanosuke as the suspect. Ryanosuke and Lum confront Onsen since he claims they are the culprits. Ataru and the others chime in. He believes Onsen could be responsible since he was the first one to report on the crime. Sakura piggybacks on Ataru's claim. She says Onsen could have assaulted the principal because he wasn't pleased that he gave Ataru and the others a fair punishment. Ataru, Ryanosuke, and Mendo try persuading Onsen to fess up to the crime. Later, the principal wakes up and asks Sakura what happened to his boiled egg. In a flashback, we learn what caused the principal's head injury. The principal cracked an egg on his head, resulting in him plummeting to the ground. Lum tries telling Ataru the truth, but Ataru wants Onsen to fess up to the crime. Onsen says he did it. The first set piece closes with Onsen gobbling up the meal. The next segment starts with Lum and Ten stumbling upon Ran. Ran tells Lum to hush up because she's tending to some alien-like flowers. Ran explains why they must be weary of what they say in front of these flowers. She says these flowers will repeat specific phrases shared in front of them. Lum asks Ran why she imported these flowers here. She says she wanted the flowers because they looked pretty. Lum's relieved because she thought Ran planned to spread ill rumors about Lum with the flowers. Ran finds that idea fascinating and states ill things about Lum to the flowers. Lum partakes in this activity, too. Ran seals the flowers up and she and Lum call a truce. Suddenly, Cherry arrives and opens the sealed container. This allows numerous flowers to fly off into the sunset. Lum and Ran panic. Numerous flowers start appearing on Kotatsu, Ataru, Shinobu, and others. Ataru meets with Shinobu and she's worried that these flowers won't come off. The two notice Ran passes them by, causing Ataru and Shinobu's flowers to fly off into the air. Lum captures most of the flower petals with her net. She leaves after capturing numerous petals. Unfortunately, two flower petals fly past Lum without her realizing it. We cut to Onsen and the principal waiting for several students to arrive at the high school. Several flowers drop behind the two and repeatedly state how a teacher is out for revenge. We cut to Mendo taking a carriage ride to school. He spots Ataru and Shinobu nearby and greets Shinobu. He explains why he's late to the school meeting today. While doing so, a flower lands on his shoulder and says he wet the bed. Mendo promises Shinobu he didn't wet the bed and asks Ataru to stick up for him. Ataru doesn't and this angers Mendo. We shift to Ten, Ran, and Lum having tea at Rant's place. Lum's happy that they retrieved all the talking flowers and that it didn't lead to anything bad happening. We receive several snippets of Anson and Mendov suffering from the talking flowers' remarks. The second set piece closes with Mendo yelling at the talking flower for claiming he's a bedwetter. The final segment begins with Anson heading to Adaru's home. Anson plummets to the ground. In their dining room, Adaru's mother wonders why Anson is running late. Adaru tells his mother that they should have dinner without Anson. Adaru and his family eat while Anson tries alerting them about his arrival. Adaru and his family finish their meal and Anson crawls out of their home. Outside, Anson says he wishes he never created the home visit excursions in the first place. Suddenly, a spaceship captures Anson. The episode closes with the showrunners informing the audience that this storyline will continue in a future episode. The episode review. Episode 12 of Urusei Yatsura Season 2 was jam-packed with heavy comedy this week. From the comedic mystery antics with Adaru's principal to the humorous talking flowers debacle, this episode will tickle someone's funny bone. Moreover, this episode properly introduces fans to Adaru's principal, who feels more kind-hearted and collected than the over-the-top Anson Mark. Many may have wondered if Anson Mark was the true head honcho at this school, so it's nice knowing there is a figurehead above him regarding this school's hierarchy. While the segments provided will make viewers smile, others will be disappointed that the series didn't opt for an episode with stronger romance and drama. While the tension surrounding the talking flower debacle was decent at best, the episode centered around our characters' internal struggles seemed to garner more praise from audiences and critics alike. Hopefully, we'll receive another chapter that's on par with the Magic Door episodes we received weeks ago. By and large, this episode was okay.